Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Into the Void Real Review. It's that time. We're revving up for the blockbuster season as May comes into full swing, but first, we have some indies swinging into the mix. Back to Black stars Marissa Abela as the 90s singer icon Amy Winehouse, who enjoyed major success as the anti-Spice Girl equivalent with jazzy-like numbers and a voice equal to, and maybe even better, than many of the greatest pop stars of that era. She also battled alcoholic addiction and codependency with relationships that ultimately contributed to a tragic death at the way too young age of 27 years old. It's a sad movie that celebrates a singer that defied the status quo of the current climate of the music industry back in the 90s. Amy Winehouse sang songs that were real and personal, songs that mirrored her life. She couldn't express her art just by creating it, she had to live it through experiences. As she says it in the movie, she ain't no Spice Girl.
I ain't no Spice Girl.
Back to Black focused solely on her relationships, particularly with her nan, Cynthia, played by Leslie Manville, who serves as her role model. She's referred to as her style icon by Amy several times throughout the film, a throwback to sophistication and sweeping hairstyles that belied a sexiness prevalent in the pinup girls of the Broadway Hollywood era. Amy was into the older generation music that was represented by the 50s to 60s jazz scene mixed with the pop sensibilities of Lauryn Hill and even such groups as the Shangri-Las, who spoke of self-destructive love tendencies that mirrored her very own life, such as the one she has with Blake, who is played by Jack O'Connell. It's hard to watch how this relationship spirals out of control. You can see why Amy falls so hard for Blake, yet you know that things won't shake out great in the end. While you think things can get worse for her, let's just say you are in for a surprise. But chances are you've heard of the tragic demise of Amy Winehouse. But it all begs the question of what kind of music we would have had enjoyed from this unique and iconic singer had she survived her traumas. It reminds me of how we lost Selena so young as well, but with her, it wasn't something that she could have corrected. Amy Winehouse experienced for a time sobriety, but ultimately still succumbed to her addiction. It's a sad story, but I got swept up in it due to its introspective look at the relationships, good and bad, in Amy's life. Marissa Abela does an exemplary job of portraying Amy's mannerisms and personality on screen. The likeness is admirable, especially as you get closer to Winehouse's inevitable full-circle revelation that caused her to relent and go into rehab after trying to escape the truth that she needed help. And I know some reviews out there wanted more backstory on the actual music and where it all came from. And yes, the movie could have gone into more depth with that. But wasn't that the thing with Winehouse? Wasn't the experiences the thing that shaped the music, not the other way around?
I've got to make something good out of something bad.
That's what this movie gets right. It puts the life that she led front and center, the good and the bad. I won't deny that the movie focuses on more of the bad than the good. That's why I said it's a sad story. And don't get me wrong, there are some good musical bits in there. There are good moments like when she performs at the Grammys and then wins after being presented by a young Miley Cyrus at the time and Cyndi Lauper, two people representing where music was coming from and where it was going. I really did enjoy the show. You might tear up in some spots. I warned you. I think it's worth going to see this show even if you never were really a big Amy Winehouse fan. I wasn't, but I do appreciate where she came from and what she was about. She brought London to the forefront in a big way, which hadn't really seen much luck in the American music scene at the time. I'm giving Back to Black an 8 out of 10. Join me next time when we venture into the void.